Do you know that the color you chose to put on your body this morning is currently determining whether the heavens are opening their treasuries to you or whether they are locking the gates in your face? You think that getting dressed is just about fashion or comfort or looking professional for your boss, a person who is likely just as financially blocked as you are. But I am here to tell you that in the world of the hidden wisdom, there are no casual choices. Every thread on your back is a spiritual antenna, and there is one specific color that most of you are wearing right now that is acting like a black hole for your wealth. It is absorbing every opportunity, every blessing, and every bit of mazal before it ever has a chance to manifest in your bank account. I am Rabbi Boaz. For 40 years I have studied the architecture of light. I have decoded the scrolls that explain how the infinite light descends into this physical world. My grandfather was a master of the secret frequencies in the holy city of Jerusalem, and his father before him understood that a man's garment is not just a covering for his skin, it is the outer wall of his spiritual vessel. We didn't survive centuries of exile by being dumb about the physical world. We survived because we knew how to tune our reality. I am finished watching you walk around in the shroud of lack. I am finished watching you work 18-hour days while wearing a color that tells the universe you are ready to suffer. Today, I am going to expose the one color that Jewish people who understand the secret of the vessel never wear, especially when they are seeking a financial breakthrough. I am going to explain the spiritual physics of why this color keeps you poor, how it contracts your energy, and exactly what you must replace it with tonight if you want to see money flow into your life in the next 48 hours. This is not about looking nice. This is about frequency alignment. Before we go any further, I need to know you are awake. Most people are spiritual zombies. They consume information, but they never act. If you are ready to reconstruct your mazal and stop wearing the uniform of poverty, hit that like button right now. And I want you to go to the comments and type these 4 words. I am light. Do it now. By typing those words, you are signaling to the upper courts that you are no longer willing to hide in the shadows. You are declaring your readiness to reflect abundance. Let's get one thing straight. My competitors, like Rabbi Morai or Rabbi Shion, will tell you that black is a color of judgment or concealment. They aren't wrong, but they are only giving you the surface level. They are afraid to tell you the dark truth because they want to stay safe. I don't care about being safe. I care about you being rich and powerful so you can fulfill your purpose. The color I am talking about is solid, all-encompassing black. Now wait before you argue with me. You are thinking, but Rabbi, the most religious people wear black. The most successful CEOs wear black. Black is elegant. Black is slimming. That is exactly what the other side wants you to think. They have turned the color of contraction into a fashion requirement so that the masses will stay contracted. In the Kabbalah, there is a concept called tzimtzum, which means contraction or restriction. Black, by its very physical nature, is the absence of reflection. It is a receiver that never gives. It pulls all light into itself and traps it. When you wear an all-black outfit without the secret intent, you are telling the universe, I am a closed system. I absorb, but I do not radiate. And here is the economic law of the heavens. The universe only gives to those who flow. If you are a trap for light, you become a trap for energy. And money is nothing but liquid energy. When you wrap your body in the frequency of the grave, which is what solid black represents in its raw state, you are signaling to the angel of provision that you are inactive. You are telling the heavens that your vessel is already full of shadows, so there is no room for the golden light of Parnassah. Think about the most successful Jewish families in history. Look at the portraits of the great merchants and the court Jews who funded empires. They were almost always wearing royal blue, deep purple, or pure white. Even when they wore dark colors, there was always a break in the frequency, a gold chain, a white collar, a silver thread. They understood that you must never be a total circuit of black. I once had a student named Isaac. Isaac was a brilliant accountant. He was the most professional man you would ever meet. He wore a black suit, a black tie, and a black coat every single day. He thought he was projecting authority. But Isaac was invisible to the market. He had been passed over for a partnership 3 times. His side businesses all stagnated. He was working for the grave. I told him, "Isaac, you are wearing your own spiritual shroud. You are telling the king's treasury that you are not a participant in the light. You look like a man who is mourning his own success." I made him do a color fast. I told him to burn his black ties and replace his wardrobe with navy blue and light gray. I told him to wear a white shirt every single day to represent, he said, loving kindness. Within 1 month, he was headhunted by a firm in London for a position that doubled his salary. They told him, "We don't know what it is, Isaac, but you just look like the kind of man we can trust with our billions." They didn't see his skills. Those hadn't changed. They saw his frequency. He had stopped contracting and started expanding. Most of you are lazy with your identity. You wear black because it's easy. You wear it because you want to hide. You are afraid that if you wear color, people will see you, and if they see you, they might judge you. I am telling you that this fear of being seen is the root of your poverty. If the master of the universe cannot see you through the cloud of black you have wrapped yourself in, how can he send you the code of opportunity? In our tradition, white represents he said, the infinite overflowing mercy of the Creator. Red represents Givu Ra, the strength to set boundaries and break through obstacles. Blue represents Tifa Ret, the balance of the heavens. But black represents Malkut, kingdom, only when it is combined with other colors. On its own, black is the end of the line. It is where the light stops moving. If your life is stuck, look at your closet. If you see a sea of black and dark gray, you are looking at the reason you are stuck. You have built a spiritual prison out of cotton and wool. This is the first lesson of the mazal reconstruction. You must understand that you are a projector. Your body is the lamp, and your clothes are the filter. If you put a black filter over a lamp, what happens to the room? It goes dark. It doesn't matter how bright the bulb is. It doesn't matter how much potential you have. If the filter is black, the world stays in darkness. I am about to reveal the 3 forbidden combinations that specifically kill wealth. If you have these in your wardrobe, you are cursing your own efforts every time you get dressed. But first, I need to address the doubters. You are thinking, "Rabbi, this is just psychology. If I feel good, I do well." No, this is vibration. Modern science now knows that every color has a measurable terahertz frequency. Black is a low frequency. Gold is a high frequency. When you wear low frequencies, you attract low-frequency events, accidents, bills, repairs, and dumb mistakes. When you wear high frequencies, you attract high-frequency events, windfalls, lucky encounters, and brilliant ideas. You are currently dumb to the energy around you. You are like a man trying to catch a radio station on a piece of wood. I am trying to turn you into a steel tower. Let us get specific, because many of you are currently walking circuit breakers for the flow of abundance. You think you are being safe or minimalist, but you are actually being spiritually illiterate. I am going to give you the 3 forbidden combinations that Jewish billionaires and those who understand the secret of the vessel avoid like a plague. If you have these in your wardrobe, you are cursing your own efforts every time you walk out your front door. The first forbidden combination is solid black with no metal. If you wear a black shirt, black pants, black socks, and black shoes, and you do not have a piece of gold or silver touching your skin or visible on your person, you are grounding your mazal. In the spiritual realm, this makes you a dead end. The light hits you and stays there. In the ancient temple, even the most serious garments of the high priest, garments used for the most intense judgment days, were woven with threads of real gold. Why? Because gold carries the frequency of Bina, which means understanding and expansion. It acts as a spiritual fuse that prevents the black fabric from becoming a shroud. If you are a man or woman who must wear dark colors for professional reasons, you must have a metallic bypass, a silver watch, a gold ring, or even a metallic buckle. Without the break in the black, you are telling the universe, I am a closed system. Do not send me any more energy because I have nowhere to put it. This is why you feel exhausted at the end of the day. You aren't tired from work, you are tired from self-contraction. The second forbidden combination is faded or dead black. This is where many of you are being stupid and lazy. You have black clothes that you have washed 50 times until they look like a dusty, sickly charcoal. In the world of the hidden wisdom, faded is synonymous with expired. It signals entropy and decay. When you put on a faded black garment, you are broadcasting the vibration of the grave into the marketplace. You are telling every client, every employer, and every opportunity, I am an old asset. I am losing my value. You wonder why you attract bad luck or why your side hustles never take off. It is because you are dressing in the frequency of failure. A billionaire would rather wear a crisp $5 white t-shirt from a street vendor than a $3,000 designer jacket that has lost its luster. Luster is or, light. If the light is gone from the fabric, the mazal is gone from the man. Stop being cheap with your frequency. If it is faded, it is a blockage. Burn it or throw it away. The third forbidden combination is black mixed with dark brown. In the Kabbalah, brown represents the dust of the earth and the most unrefined state of the material world. Black represents judgment. When you mix these two, you are creating spiritual mud. This combination is the ultimate creativity killer. If you are an entrepreneur, a creator, or anyone who needs divine intuition to make money, wearing these two colors together is like putting a lead blanket over your third eye. It makes your energy heavy and mired. It attracts sluggish results, payments that are always late, projects that get stuck in development hell, and dumb bureaucratic obstacles. You want your energy to be airy and solar. You want to be a magnet, not a rock. If your wardrobe is full of mud frequencies, do not be surprised when your bank account feels like it is sinking in quickshaw. Now, let me address the Ma'aser color code. Most of you know about Ma'aser, the 10% tithe of money. But the sages teach that there is a Ma'aser of the body as well. This means that at least 10% of what you wear must represent expanding light. This is why even the most conservative Jewish families of wealth will ensure their children wear a splash of white or a bright blue, even on ordinary days. It is a tithe of frequency. By wearing that 10% of light, you are sanctifying the rest of your appearance. You are telling the heavens, I am a giver of light, not just an absorber. This is the point where most of you will realize how unprotected you have been. You have been following fashion while ignoring physics. You are trying to build a throne of wealth while wrapped in the fabric of poverty. This is exactly why I wrote the Mazal Reconstruction. You see, what I am giving you in this video is just the physical shroud, but in the ebook I expose the digital shroud. Many of you have black holes in your social media profiles and your email signatures, specific ways you are contracting your presence online that are repelling high-value connections. In the Mazal Reconstruction, I give you the color spectrum of inflow. I show you which color to wear on a Tuesday versus a Thursday, because the planets and the sephirot that govern those days have different color requirements. If you are wearing judgment red on a day that requires mercy white, you are fighting the current. You are making your life 10 times harder than it needs to be. I also reveal the midnight garment ritual, the specific thing you must wear while you sleep to recharge your mazal for the following morning. The link is in the description. If you are greedy for a better life but stingy with your education, you will stay exactly where you are. The cost of the book is a filter to keep the lazy people out. I only want to work with the reconstructors. Click the link and stop being dumb with your energy. Now let's talk about the ritual of the shroud removal. If you have been wearing all black for years, you have a residue on your skin. You have been contracted for so long that your vessel has shrunk. You cannot just buy a blue shirt and expect $1 million. You must expand your energy field tonight. Step 1. The salt and water bath. Before you go to bed, you must wash your body with water mixed with a handful of sea salt. As I have taught you, salt shatters the contraction. As you wash, you must say, I strip away the shroud of lack. I remove the garments of the grave. I am expanding my vessel for the infinite light. Step 2. The white sleep. Tonight you must sleep in pure white. If you do not have white pajamas, sleep in a white t-shirt. White is the color of chesed, overflowing mercy. By sleeping in white, you are allowing your soul to bathe in the frequency of infinite possibility while you dream. You are resetting your internal projector. Step 3. The first light gaze. Tomorrow morning, the very first thing you do before you check your phone, before you talk to your spouse, is look at something gold or bright yellow. This seeds your eyes with the frequency of the sun, the Esh, which is the physical representative of divine provision. I have seen this color reset work for people who were invisible in their industries. I had a student named Sarah who worked in real estate. She was talented, but she couldn't close a deal to save her life. She always wore power black to her viewings. She thought she looked sophisticated. I told her she looked predatory and contracted. No one wanted to give her their money because her energy felt like a trap. I made her switch to champagne, cream, and light blue. I told her to wear a gold thread necklace. Within 2 weeks, she closed a deal on a penthouse that earned her a $60,000 commission. The buyer told her, I had 5 other agents, but when you walked in, I just felt like the energy was right. I felt like I could breathe around you. People do not buy products, they buy atmospheres. If your atmosphere is black, you are selling judgment. And nobody wants to buy judgment. They want to buy mercy, expansion, and future. Now let us talk about the antidote to the shroud of lack. If solid black is the color of the grave, then there is one color that is the color of the throne. I am talking about royal blue, or what our ancestors called tikehlet. Most of you don't understand history because you are dumb to the value of things. In ancient times, the dye for this specific blue was more valuable than gold. It was extracted from a rare sea creature, and it was reserved for royalty and high priests. Why? Because the sages knew that royal blue is the only color that can neutralize the side of judgment. When you look at the blue of the sky or the blue of the ocean, your soul automatically expands. It is a physical reaction to a spiritual frequency. The billionaires who dominate the global markets, the ones who stay in power for decades, know this. Look at their uniforms. They don't wear black suits. They wear midnight navy or royal blue. They are wearing the frequency of the throne. This color tells the universe, I am a representative of the divine order. I am here to manage abundance, not to hide in a hole. When you switch from all black to royal blue, you are moving your energy address from the realm of malkut, the physical end, to the realm of ret, beauty and balance. You are becoming visible to the light of parnasa. If you have a major meeting or you are launching a new project and you walk in wearing solid black, you are essentially telling the investors, I am here to absorb your money and keep it. But when you walk in wearing royal blue, you are saying, I am a channel through which your investment will grow and reflect the light. I want to teach you the asur of the eye technique. This is a protection secret that I have only shared with my inner circle. Most of you suffer from self-judgment. You look at your bank account, you look at your aging car, or you look at your modest apartment, and you see lack. You are looking at your own life through a black filter. The ma'asir of the eye means that for every 10 things you see that are wrong, you must spend the energy to see one thing that is infinite. This is why Jews traditionally place a blue thread in their garments. It was a reminder of the heavens. Every time their eyes drifted down to the dust of the earth, to their problems and their poverty, they would catch a glimpse of that blue thread and be reminded that their source is above the stars. If you don't have this blue thread in your life, if you don't have a physical reminder of abundance on your body, you will always be pulled down by the gravity of your circumstances. You will become heavy, and a heavy soul cannot fly to the heights of wealth. This leads me to the final hard truth. Some of you have been watching this video and you feel a sense of hope, but hope is a cheap currency. Hope without reconstruction is just a fantasy. You can change your shirt today, but if your spiritual infrastructure is still built on the logic of poverty, you will eventually find a way to fail in your new blue shirt. You have been dumb with your energy for 20, 30, 40 years. You have leaking pipes in your soul that are older than your children. You cannot fix 40 years of contraction with one 20-minute video. This is why you need to stop being greedy with your time and lazy with your effort. I have given you the color code. But what about the word code? What about the time code? What about the geometric code? In the Mazal Reconstruction ebook, I don't sugarcoat the reality of your situation. I tell you exactly why you are broke, and I give you the surgical tools to cut out the cancer of scarcity. I reveal the midnight garment ritual, the specific thing you must wear while you sleep to recharge your mazal. You are currently sleeping in dead frequencies, and then you wonder why you wake up feeling like you've been in a fight. I show you the alphabet of inflow, how to visualize the Hebrew letters in specific colors to trigger the release of funds from the spiritual banks. I expose the 3 forbidden words that Jews who understand wealth never say, because those words act like spiritual chlorine in the pool of your prosperity. The link is in the description. The price of the book is your admission ticket to a different reality. If you are the person who says, I'll just wait for the next free video, then you have already failed the test of value. You are telling the master of the universe that your legacy is not worth the price of a dinner, and the universe will treat you accordingly. I am looking for the reconstructors. I am looking for the people who are ready to rebuild their throne of wealth from the ground up. Now let us conclude the reset protocol. Tonight, you are going to take your all-black outfits, the ones that make you feel heavy and invisible, and you are going to put them in a box. You are not going to wear them for the next 7 days. You are going to find something blue, something white, or something gold. You are going to wash your mirror as I taught you in the previous session. And before you close your eyes, you are going to say this out loud. I am no longer the shroud. I am the reflection of the King. My vessel is expanding. My light is returning. The gates of the treasury are now open to me. Tomorrow morning, don't look for the lack. Look for the blue. Look for the sky. Look for the opportunity that is hidden in the light. If you do this, the angel of provision will finally be able to see you. And when he sees you, he will recognize you as a partner in the work of the light. The choice is yours. Stay in the uniform of the grave or dress for the kingdom. Click the link below. Begin your mazal reconstruction tonight. Don't let another sun rise on a contracted version of yourself. I am Rabbi Boaz. I have given you the code. Now, have the courage to wear it. Shalom.